Geez, somewhere along the line, Princess Cruises picked up a reputation as the line for your parents' friends who love bingo and ballroom dancing. You know, the slow-paced, dressed-up every night kind of cruise. But here's the thing. While Princess does attract travelers who appreciate sophistication and calm, that's far from the full story. Princess has evolved into one of the most technologically advanced, food-forward, and destination-focused cruise lines in the world. From personalized service powered by its medallion-class technology to the sleek, resort-style ships like the Discovery Princess and Sun Princess, the line has managed to bridge classic cruising with modern innovation, and it's about time that reputation caught up. So let's set the record straight. Here are several things people consistently get wrong about Princess Cruises and why those old assumptions might be keeping travelers from one of the most rewarding experiences at sea. I am the solo cruiser Wade Heath, and if you feel like my reporting and perspective bring you any sort of value, I'd encourage you to subscribe to the channel and make sure that like button is firmly pressed. Here we go. First up, Princess Cruises are only for older people. This is easily the biggest misconception, and it couldn't be further from reality. Sure, Princess attracts mature travelers who appreciate great service and peace over partying, but that doesn't mean it's an old person's cruise. In fact, younger professionals and couples and lots of solo travelers who I meet every time I'm on board a Princess ship are discovering that Princess offers a more grown-up, relaxed atmosphere that's actually a refreshing break from the high-energy chaos of other lines. In fact, that's one of the main reasons why I tend to sail Princess so often. There are so many cruise lines nowadays where it's just non-stop party. It is so intense. It's entertainment out the wazoo. And by the time you are done with your cruise, you need a vacation from your vacation. Modern Princess ships feature outdoor movie nights under the stars, poolside DJs, lively piano bars, and elegant lounges that feel more cocktail hour than nap time. So there's still plenty to do. There's still lots to be entertained by. And it's not just a senior center. So no, Princess isn't boring, it's just balanced. Next up, the ships feel dated. This one might have been true a decade ago, but Princess has been quietly reinventing its fleet. I will say there are a handful of ships that are significantly older than what we see today in the Princess fleet that, while they have gone through quite a bit of wear and tear, still look excellent by comparison of what I've seen on other cruise lines that might have a same-aged fleet. Newer ships like the Discovery Princess and Enchanted Princess, they have stunning atriums, infinity-style wake-view pools, contemporary decor that feels like a high-end hotel, or maybe a Cheesecake Factory. I tell people, when you think of the design palette of the Cheesecake Factory, you kind of have what you see in a lot of Princess ships. That sort of a style, and I don't mean that as a knock at all. I feel like it's kind of a timeless style, right? It feels like it's a very regal, timeless look, and I feel like that's why the Cheesecake Factory remains sort of the appearance that it has to this day from the very beginning. And the upcoming Star Princess that just rolled out, well, boy, it's completely reimagined architecture on that ship, and the dome, a glass-enclosed entertainment space inspired by the Mediterranean. It just proves that Princess is stepping firmly into the future. Even older ships have been refreshed many a times, and they all have the Medallion-class upgrades. They have lots of modern touches and improved dining spaces, making the fleet feel unified and a little bit more up-to-date. Continuing on, it's too formal. Yes, Princess values a bit of elegance, but formal isn't the same as stuffy. Gone are the days of tuxedos and ball gowns every single night. Now, Princess has just 1 or 2 formal nights per sailing. And even then, you'll see everything from cocktail dresses to nice slacks and button-ups. Most evenings are smart casual, and you'll find plenty of people dining in style without feeling overdone. It's about feeling special, not restricted. Think a nice night out, not necessarily a wedding you didn't want to attend. I see this more and more on princess ships nowadays. It is a far more casual environment than you probably are anticipating. And I really like that. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind dressing up every once in a while, but everybody's trying to relax on a cruise, aren't they? And Princess really has gone all in on that concept, and they allow you more of an opportunity to do so than ever before. Moving along, the food isn't exciting. Look, every time I talk about food in any sort of a review capacity, there is always a segment of any audience that feels like the food wasn't good. And they'll just say the food wasn't good. They won't get specific. They'll just say it wasn't good. It was mediocre at best. I hear that cliche thrown out over and over again. Food is one of the most subjective things on the planet, right? Everybody has a different opinion of what tastes good. So I preface this with that. You may not like specific food that was delivered to you on a particular cruise, and that is okay to have that opinion. But at the same time, there's plenty of good out there from my perspective, in my opinion. And I feel like this is where Princess quietly shines. I feel like their culinary game has stepped up significantly in recent years, especially on the newer ships. You'll find everything from Sabatini's Italian trattoria with the fresh pasta and the revamped modern menu. You'll also find the Crown Grill, which is easily one of the better steakhouses at sea, in my opinion. Gigi's Pizzeria, sometimes called Alfredo's based on the ship, which won USA Today's award for Best Pizza at Sea. If you've ever heard me talk about pizza on Princess, you've heard me say that. Best Pizza at Sea, because it won a flippin' award, that's why. And the Gelato Cafe that will absolutely ruin you for store-bought ice cream forever, that's for sure. Plus, the Chef's Table experience and regional menus on destination-focused itineraries show that Princess is serious about bringing local flavor on board. Recently, some ships have welcomed in Chef Rudy Soderman's own restaurant, The Catch, which is an outstanding addition to some of these newer Princess ships. It's less buffet binge on board, and it's more culinary cruise with flavor variety. And that's not to say that the buffet on board any Princess ship is lacking. In fact, I stopped a Princess chef on my last cruise to share just how much I appreciated the quality overall, as well as all of the selection, the variety that they offer us on a Princess cruise is something that I have always really appreciated. And I wanted to make sure that he knew that. He seemed kind of blown away that I was stopping him and saying that. But I thought, you know what? Good behavior needs to be noticed, right? Good behavior needs to be called out. And I said, please pass this along to everybody that works in this buffet. I'm always so impressed by a Princess buffet, and I really appreciate the commitment to delivering to us an experience that is extra tasty and full of flavor. All that to follow, it's not great for solo travelers. This myth might have been true once upon a time, but Princess is increasingly friendly to solo cruisers. Look, I know they don't have solo cabins, and everybody points to the price. This is the one thing I hear a lot when I do any sort of review or chat about Princess. People say, well, I can't do them. They don't offer a solo cabin, nor do they offer a diminished solo supplement, right? So if you don't know, what you end up paying for on a cruise is often for double occupancy. That's how cruise lines sell their cabins. It's based off of the idea that two people are going to be in a room. So if you're a solo traveler, like many people who happen to watch this channel tend to be, well, then you are going to pay for the person that doesn't exist as that secondary, no matter what, or so they think. This is where I encourage everybody to do their own homework. More often than not, I take Princess cruises that have a completely diminished solo supplement or none at all. And the key really is to be flexible. If you are more flexible and have a little bit more wiggle room with your schedule, you can more often than not find these deals out there where they have eliminated the solo supplement or they have reduced it drastically to the point where it's a much more affordable option. That's how I take all my Princess cruises. I wait for those deals. Usually I see them within 3 months of the cruise date. They show up, they know what their inventory is, so they start reducing it at that point. Look at the Princess website for those reductions. You can get on a Princess ship without paying an arm and a leg like many people claim they're going to have to do as a solo traveler. And while they don't yet have a massive selection of dedicated solo cabins, Princess makes up for it in connection opportunities and comfort. The Medallion class technology actually makes solo travel a lot easier in my eyes, with onboard messaging, location sharing, contactless, everything. You can navigate the ship seamlessly and meet people organically. There's also daily solo get-togethers on schedule. That's right. Meet up with other solo travelers that I'm finding more and more on board of Princess cruises lately. And socially, I mean, the vibe on Princess is so approachable and conversational. It's easy to strike up a chat in the piazza or over trivia or while watching movies under the stars, for example. You are always going to find people to chat with and lots of folks that are interested in what you got going on your solo journey. If you're a solo traveler who enjoys the peace, the scenery, and genuine conversation over a lot of loud nightlife, Princess might just be your perfect match. Here's the thing, Princess doesn't need to shout to impress. It's not chasing trends or trying to out-party the competition. It's offering a calm, modern, and thoughtful cruise experience built around connection. It's built around comfort and, quite often, destinations. If you've written off Princess as a retiree's cruise, it might be time to take another look. From Alaska and the Caribbean to Japan and the British Isles, Princess tends to deliver experiences that feel quite curated and not crowded. And for a main cruise line that is absolutely still serving a major market, it gives you such an intimate feeling too. That's one of the things I really appreciate. There's a level of quality and commitment on Princess that I just can't find on many other lines, and it means so much when I get on board. Sometimes the best cruise isn't the flashiest one. It's the one that simply feels right. Have you ever taken a Princess cruise before? Are you somebody who's thinking about a Princess cruise in the future? Are you weighing out your options right now, looking at the cruise lines in front of you and thinking, is Princess something that I really want to invest in? Well, I'm here to tell you, I think Princess is a great option and it keeps me coming back. It's one I'm incredibly loyal to because of it. And if you have any questions about a particular ship, a particular itinerary, or just about Princess in general, I'm happy to answer them. Drop them down in the comments. I'm here to help. By the way, if you're interested in seeing some of my own Princess journeys, I've curated some right here for you. A full review, most recently on the Royal Princess, is one I want to share with you. You can check that video out on the right. For other Princess tips, tricks, and more, check out that video on the left. For the Solo Cruiser, I'm Wade Heath. We'll see you next time.